Okay. Okay. So the reason I wanted to do this was, of course, we do a lot of breathing in our classes, but most of the breathing we do in classes is to help us relax, and that is like way important for any kind of healing to go on. But there's also a different component to breathing where we might get a little more flexibility into our spine and our whole thoracic area to help our lungs breathe. And so my friend Bina, who I take classes with, and she lives in Arizona, she developed COVID right after Christmas. And so she came up with some of these breathing practices, and I thought I wanted to share them with you. And Laurel, as you're recovering from COVID, you may find that they're helpful. Now, what I want to say is that they may be a little more strenuous than things that you've done before. So I want to advise you to modify them. Don't do anything that feels uncomfortable to you. And if you get, you can always just sit and watch if you like. They're not way uncomfortable, but everybody's different. And there's one at the end where we're raising our arms over our head that I find a little bit harder to do too. But I also want to remind everybody that breathing for the relaxation is really important for healing, because if we are in a state of stress, which we, tend to be in if we're sick, our bodies can't heal very well. Now it's, when we're in stress, we're in fight or flight, and all our body's thinking about is getting past that saber-toothed tiger, just surviving. But if we can get into a state of relaxation, then our bodies can heal. All the different organs in the body can really work. So if you find yourself sick, any kind of situation, whether it's COVID or flu or cold or you just don't feel good, remember to use your relaxation techniques, because they really will help. And so I think that's just a reminder for all of us. Um, and so as we do this, just kind of listen to your body. If you have any concerns about any of the things we do, of course, we would always want to contact the healthcare provider. So that's my little warning there. So I'm going to show you the way that I advise you sit on this for this practice. And I'm going to turn to the side. You just stay where you are and just watch me. So perch yourself so that you're not against the back of the chair. You want to be forward a little bit. You can't see me, can you? I'll move back here. So be on the side of the chair and have your feet planted flat on the floor. And then just, kind of an upright position, just whatever's comfortable for you. But if you get against the back of the chair, you're probably going to slouch. And then keep the heels of your feet on the floor, because if you start to lift your heels up, that puts a little extra stress on your back. So that would be my advice for doing any of these practices. Okay, so what we're doing a lot of is giving some flexibility to our spine, and just do it in a way that feels good to you. You can slow down for many of the things that I do. So we're going to just start out by taking in our nice relaxing breath, bringing our arms around, bringing our hands together into a prayer pose in the center of our body. Taking a couple of good deep breaths in and out, and allowing ourselves to focus on this moment for healing and self-care. And then bring your hands down to your legs, and you can just have your hands on your thighs. I think I need to move back a little bit farther yet so you can see me. Okay, so what we're trying to do with this first couple is we're trying to imagine that we have like a little string that's pulling our belly forward, and we're going to do that as we inhale. And this is a really good one for spine flexibility. And if any of you have done physical therapy for your back, you've probably done a cat and cow where you go back and forth, lifting your spine up and down. So this is that same kind of thing, but it's done seated. So hands on your thighs, and then as you inhale, belly comes forward. As you exhale, the spine curls to the back. One more. And you could do up to, 10 of these or so, but you might want to start out doing 4 or 5. I'll probably do somewhere around 5 or 6. So whatever feels good to you. Now, this is kind of the same movement. Have your hands on your hip and you're kind of lifting your rib cage up a little bit and you're kind of thinking about doing a pelvic tilt as you're doing this, but that's still kind of bringing your pelvis forward. So inhale as your pelvis comes forward and then back, collapsing the spine. And you don't need to over exaggerate as you do this. Just see if you can get in kind of a comfortable rhythm, moving forward with the in breath and then exhaling as your spine comes back. And then one more. Okay. And then we're going to do a couple where we're going to have our hands like in a soft fist and hold that up in the shoulder area. And the first one, as we kind of come forward with the belly and inhale, we're going to lift our elbows out to the side. And you can kind of think about this like a little chicken dance if you want to. So bring your one more. Okay, how's that feel? Okay, and take a couple of breaths. And then we're going to keep our palms up here in front of the shoulders still. And this one time we want to kind of lift our upper part of our chest kind of away from the lower part of the body. And then we're going to turn from side to side with our elbows extended outward. So when you turn to the side, just inhale when you at center and then exhale when you turn to the side. Or you can do vice versa. It really doesn't matter too much. So go to the side. One more each side. Okay. That kind of lifts up the torso, kind of separates it a little bit. Then we're going to bring the elbows across the front of the body. So have your fist still up there by the shoulders, and then the elbow is going to go across the front of the body, and then the other side. So inhale. One more. Okay. And then let's bring our elbows so that we're kind of opening up the chest and stretching, just really opening out as you inhale and then exhaling as you come forward again. We'll do that 3 times. Okay. And then let's just move our elbows back and forth. One more. Okay. Okay, now let's do somewhere we're gonna just do some shoulder shrugs. So have your arms dangling at the side, and then we're just gonna raise our shoulders up as we inhale and then exhale as they come down. So one more. Okay, and then let's just kind of rotate our shoulders as we're breathing. And one more. Okay, and now we're gonna bring our shoulders up and hold it in that position, just like a count of 3 or whatever's comfortable for you, and then let it down. So you ready? Hold, 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 down. Okay. Hold, 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 down. One more. Inhale. Hold, 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 down. Okay. All right. Then another part of breathing easily is make sure that your neck is kind of loosened up. And so we do neck rolls in class all the time, but this is going to be slower. And I just want to advise anybody that might have neck issues to do it to your comfort level. Don't do anything that's causing you any kind of pain or discomfort. So we're going to start out taking a breath in and lowering our head downward and then rotating slowly to the side, kind of thinking about bringing that ear to the shoulder and then very slowly rotating toward the back And then very slowly rotating to the shoulder, and thinking about that ear going to the shoulder, and then coming back down again to center. And let's do that direction one more time. And I don't know about you, but it feels like I'm really have a lot of tight muscles in my shoulders and my neck. And you know, any of these things we do, you may notice that one side of your body feels quite a bit different than the other. And that's perfectly normal. When your head is like down at center, just raise it up briefly. Take in a couple of breaths, and then we're going to go to the other side. So breathe in, head down, and then go to the other side, going slowly, slowly around. And even that change in direction, I really notice a change. So interesting at the end, if you all want to comment on that, and we'll do one more slowly, slowly, slowly breathing in whatever manner you like. And then when your head is at center again, bring your head upright again. Take in a couple of breaths. And then the last one is we're going to bring our arms up to the sky. And this is something that you might want to modify. We're going to bring our arms up over our heads in line with our ears. And if you choose to just have your arms in front of your chest or in front of your face, that's fine to do too. So just modify it. So first of all, bring your hands together, lace your fingers together, and just lift your index finger up and your thumbs so that they're pointed up. And then bring your hands to center. And then as you inhale, bring your arms up and then alignment with your ears, and then just breathe in and out. And you can just do that 2 or 3 times. And then when you're ready, you can just slowly lower your arms down to the center position. And that just gives a little more space for that thoracic area for your lungs to breathe. And then let's just close, bringing our arms around to the side, gathering energy, peace, love, bringing all that down into the center and a candle of light, bringing that down to the heart, bowing the head for one good deep breath. And then releasing your hands down. And then we'll end our session. So I'm going to stop recording, but I would like to hear comments from anyone.